Welcome to this demo of IBM Spectrum Protect Plus using the IBM Cloud Object Storage to do offloads to. IBM Cloud Object Storage has a Cloud Object Storage offering, and IBM Spectrum Protect Plus can offload its data to this Cloud Object Storage for long-term retention on less expensive disk. To utilize this, when you set up the COS storage, you will need to create a bucket as well as include an HMAC credential. When we do this offload from IBM Spectrum Protect Plus, you are able to leverage incremental forever, and so we're only going to offload the changed data. Obviously, the first offload will be a full offload of the entire snapshot, but any subsequent offloads are incrementals and capture only the cumulative changes since that last offload. When the Spectrum Protect Plus offload is completed, all of that metadata is written out to a block map file, which is then stored in the cloud. And Spectrum Protect Plus vSnap servers will maintain a manifest file that contains the records for each of those offloads. And then this manifest is also going to be uploaded to the cloud. So when you do these offloads, all of the data is fully managed by Spectrum Protect Plus service level agreements. When it comes to doing a restore or accessing those offloads, it is instantly mountable from that offloaded backup, so directly from the Cloud Object Storage. And this is supported for all of the data that Spectrum Protect Plus is protecting, including virtual machines and databases. Let's go ahead and take a look at a demo of this. From inside the IBM Cloud dashboard, you can search on the word Object Storage, and that will show you any of the resources you already have allocated or how to access and order new resources directly from the catalog. So if we click on the catalog entries, you'll see all of those catalog entries there. Another way to access that is by clicking on the catalog button up on the top bar and typing an object from there, and that'll get you to the same point from where you can order additional object storage. If you click on that object storage, it will walk you through selecting the specific options for your cloud object storage. Let's go ahead and take a look at the object storage we already have allocated. If we go into the resource list, you'll see we do have the cloud object storage, and we've already created one bucket. You can create another bucket by clicking on the button up there and then just entering the information you want. Spectrum Protect Plus does require a bucket, but it doesn't have to be a dedicated bucket. You will need the name of that bucket though. The other thing Spectrum Protect Plus is going to need is if you go under Service Credentials and you view your credentials, when you set up this Cloud Object Storage, you will have wanted to make sure that you clicked on Include HMAC Credentials. If you did not click this button, it will not work with Spectrum Protect Plus. So choose Include HMAC Credentials and then add that to that specific IBM Cloud Object Storage. Now that that bucket and credentials are set up, let's go ahead and utilize it with Spectrum Protect Plus. Switching over to IBM Spectrum Protect Plus's dashboard, the first thing we need to do is register the Cloud Object Storage. So in order to do that, we will go into System Configurations, and then we'll go into Keys and Certificates. And we'll first of all add an access key by clicking on Add Access Key. And we will give this access key whatever name you want, but since this is going to be for the Cloud Object Storage, we're calling it COS Test. Now this access key came directly from the Cloud Object Storage setup. So if you switch back to your Cloud Object Storage piece, we can copy over that access key. So here for our offload bucket that we created inside of the IBM Cloud Object Storage, if we go into Service Credentials and we view the credentials, we can then see the access key, and we'll go ahead and copy that over. So now switching back to the Spectrum Protect Plus GUI, we'll paste in that access key. You'll then need the secret key, which you can also find on the IBM Cloud page. Copy that over into the Spectrum Protect Plus, and Then go ahead and click Save and click OK. Next, we'll need to add in a certificate. So click Add Certificate. And then for the certificate, we are going to go ahead and access that also from the IBM Cloud Object Storage page. Once we've copied and pasted it in, we'll go ahead and type it there. Once you've pasted that in, go ahead and click Save. And now we're going to go back to the System Configurations area. And this time we're going to go into our backup storage. And underneath backup storage, we're going to select Cloud. Click on Add Cloud. This will take you to the cloud registration page. And for the provider, we want to select IBM Cloud Object Storage. You'll want to enter the name and then the endpoint, and this endpoint would have also been provided from the IBM Cloud Object Storage page. Underneath endpoints, in this case we did an APGeo, so go ahead and copy that over. We'll want to use the existing access key that we just created that we called cause test. And we'll want to use the existing certificate that we just created, so we'll select that as well. Next, we'll go ahead and click on Get Buckets, and this is going to go out and connect to the cause and bring up the available buckets. In this case, we had one bucket available, so we'll go ahead and select that. And now we can click on Register. And as you can see, that Cloud Object Storage has now been added into IBM Spectrum Protect Plus. Next, you'll need to update your service level agreement to be able to offload to this new Cloud Object Storage. Go into Manage Protection, Policy Overviews, SLA Policy, and in this case we're choosing the Silver Policy. You could use any of them or you could create your own SLA. And down underneath Additional Protection, we are going to choose to offload to cloud storage. And then we'll set up the frequency, the start time, how long we should retain the versions, and the offload destination. If we choose the target offload server, we'll choose the Cloud Object Storage server we defined. We'll go ahead and click Save. And now we could either wait for the SLA to automatically run, or for this demo, we'll go ahead and kick off a manual offload. So we'll go to some of our VMs that are protected by this service level agreement. And for this specific SLA, we'll go ahead and click on Actions, and then we'll choose to start an offload. And then we'll go ahead and click OK. And we can see underneath the information here that that job has started. So the first time you do an offload, it will offload everything for the snapshot, and then every time after that, it will just offload the incremental changes since the last offload. When it comes to do a restore, you will simply go into the restore panels and then be able to point either to the local vSnap to restore from or to the Cloud Object Storage to do the restore from. So in summary, Spectrum Protect Plus can offload its snapshots to Cloud Object Storage for long-term protection. I just showed you how you can utilize IBM Cloud's object storage to create an offload destination and easily set up Spectrum Protect Plus to utilize that. Thank you.